now I don't need to be good at cinema or camera or all these technical bits. I have an idea, and now I have a tool where it can make my idea real. And I can just sit in front of the computer. I don't have to go and look for look for actors, look for
Yeah.
sound editors. So for small businesses, who are always time starved, we just don't have the budget to be able to do these kind of videos. It just opens up so many possibilities now.
There we go. All right. Welcome to this week's episode, or this episode, not this week, but this episode of AIBecause podcast. We got a couple people MIA. Steve had surgery, so he did not sleep very well last night, so he's going to be sleeping now. And besides, you know how after you have surgery, you can't bathe for long periods of time? We don't want to see Steve anyway. not when he has it cleaned up. And then Michael is on the road in his car, and it's best that he's not here recording with us as he's driving down the road. So I'd love to hear, we've got some updates, just practical use of AI in your business, if you're small to medium-sized business, even if you're not small to medium-sized business, practical uses of AI. So we look forward to sharing that with you this week. We're exploring a lot of stuff. There's a lot of frickin' stuff happening in the world. And it feels like I listen to this podcast every morning, and she does readings and channeling and stuff. So it's in the spiritual realm, which has nothing to do with AI. But it's interesting. She talks about all this stuff that's happening out in the universe, right? So I think about that. There's a lot of stuff happening out in the AI universe with stuff. And so we have to figure out what trickles down to us that actually impacts us, because we don't play in that larger space. So, Manoj, I'm going to start with you, sir, because I know you've got a few things happening, and it's always good to be in the room with you.
Absolutely. No, thank you. Thank you. So what I want to share today is Microsoft Copilot has continued to deliver new features. So I'm going to share not one, but I think 2 or 3 new features they have added in Copilot. And then I want to share some updates on the video tools, because that is what I have been waiting for these AI video tools to get better. And I think we're getting somewhere with the video tools where they can be used by small businesses, and I run a small business. I keep an eye to see how these tools can make my life easier. But let's do the Copilot update first. Okay, so the first update is that in Microsoft Copilot, now when you click on Create, you have lots of good new features, which are more visual features, which can be great for sales and marketing and promotion, but also a lot of internal communication and culture building and training type applications. So you have new capabilities to create images, to create posters. So I'll show an example of all of that with our favorite Cambria Crumbs, the bakery example we use for all the demos. But let me start by showing the brand kit. So this is where you can create a brand kit. So you can then define the different colors related to your brand. So this is where I've added the logo for Cambria Crumbs, and then these are the branding colors. And the advantage is that now when you go and create posters or you go and create images, you can say that use this particular brand kit, and it will then apply your branding colors. Because before this, you had to actually mention the colors in the prompt. When you were asking to generate images, now all that goes away. You don't have to worry about remembering the name of the colors and adding them in the prompts. So you can then create the brand kits here. You can define the fonts. You can also define your brand voice. So in this case, I've said family-oriented, friendly, trustworthy, and professional. Then when it creates any content, it'll reflect that brand voice into your content also. So this you have to just do once. And once that is done, you can then go and design a poster. So if I come into the poster area, you can see the posters which are available as templates as a starting point. So if you like any of these posters, you can click on the posters, and then you get these prompts where you can now fill in the blanks in these areas with what you want that poster to display, and then select your branding color, and then click on create. So that's how easy it is to create a poster using one of these templates. I'll show the poster I created earlier. So if I go in my poster, so this will then show all the posters you have created. So this is where I created. So this is all I said to Copilot, that give me a poster for launch of a new strawberry cake. And then it went and created these 4 posters. So this is the first one, the second poster, the third one, and the fourth one. So you always get 4 posters. And then you can take this as a starting point. If you want to change something minor, then you can click on edit and make those changes. But it at least gets you a good 80-90% head start on what you want to do, from your marketing or communication perspective. And then here was, okay, so this was still strawberry cake. Then I did one, I think it was just chocolate.
I think you really love strawberry cake.
I love strawberry cake.
I sense a theme.
So this is then, the double love of chocolate and strawberry cake, where this is all you say in the prompt, and then you ask it to use your branding colors, and then it reflects, it'll create. So this is fantastic then for professional, because before this, you needed like different AI software for doing your text analysis, doing your videos, doing your images. And what Microsoft Copilot is doing is it is bringing all that together. So you can also then create images now, professional images, where you get lots of images as examples. So you can again use those as templates, or you can just give your own prompts. So in this case, for the bakery example, this is where I provided this prompt saying team of bakers holding bakery items in their hands. They're smiling in a confidence, standing in a modern US bakery. And then I asked it to use the brand kit, the Cambria color brand kit, and then it created this particular image. So you can now, also in Copilot, create professional images, and all this is in your secure environment that none of this information is going outside. So you still get all that benefit of the security. There is also the banner. So if you are creating banners, then there are lots of examples. But if I click on my banners, then I just created, I provided this example. If you give me a banner for Father's Day offer, 10% discount. So if you want these banners on your web page or on your email signature, that all your employees can include that. So the promotions, are then shared with people who receive emails, or you want to put it on your internal website, external website. So you can now also create these banners very quickly with your brand kit. And there is also functionality to create infographics. You can see example here.
I love infographics. I love infographics.
So there are a lot of great examples here.
So much better to tell a story with an infographic.
Yeah. So lots of visual possibilities now, and these have been added like in the last couple of weeks. Microsoft has added this functionality, which just makes Microsoft Copilot that it's the best and the safest AI tool for any business. But of course, for the small businesses, for $30 per user per month, you get so much more now that you can use AI in a very responsible and a safe manner. Any comments on this before I switch to Midjourney?
It's interesting. It's interesting. I'll just stop sharing real quick, because otherwise it just shows individual people. Yeah. It's interesting when I see this stuff because I was listening to like updates over the weekend, and this prompted me is that there's functionality in chat now to connect, email, or do other stuff. And so when you talk about this safe environment, this ecosystem, if you will, that's not the case that what you have within chat, but yet the functionality is going to be there to be able to connect. Because I think the other thing besides the safety of it is if you've got a Microsoft account and you've got items on a OneDrive or a SharePoint, it's the ability to access all that stuff within that package, to have something that's going to scan and overlook it and be able to pull information. I think it's extremely powerful from that perspective as well, is that functionality sits across the whole. And like I said, chat is getting that functionality as well. It have a different feel to it. It's almost like when people go DeepSeek and you can use it, and I'm like, don't know that I want to go and use DeepSeek. So that's the same kind of vibe that I get. Yeah. How about you, Greg?
Well, just the efficiency of this. I mean, being able to do a lot of these things in-house, like you're not outsourcing it, and it's not the money necessarily, it's the time. Like you can do this on your own time whenever you need it and implement it immediately, right? So, yeah, the efficiency part of it, I think, is amazing.
Yeah. No, I have to agree. Yeah. What else you got, Manoj?
Excellent. Okay, then let's switch to the video updates. Okay, so
Midjourney. This was the app that you were going to get rid of.
yes, I was thinking, yeah, I don't need Midjourney anymore, and then they launched this video feature, which I got to try, and I was so much in love. I was okay. I'm going to keep Midjourney for at least a month, learn more about it, because there's not many good video tools. So. This is the image we had created, a few sessions ago, a few podcasts ago, when we were showing the Midjourney functionality for, let's say a bakery promotion, if you want to use that. So what you can do in Midjourney now is that you can open an image you have created, and you have these motion options where it can then convert an image into a video. So you can either have select the low motion option, where it'll then the video motions will be slower, which I think it's like more normal speed, and high motion is where, yeah, if you want something high speed, then you can go with the higher motion. So for natural looking videos, I would stick to low motion, and then you can either let Midjourney decide how that image should be converted into video, but you also can then decide. So there is a manual way of doing that, and then there is letting AI do that for you. So when I took that image, these were the 4 videos then it created, where they are similar videos, but they're like a slight subtle differences, if you notice, where you can then open on a particular video, and you can then see the videos. Is 5 seconds is what it creates by default, and then you can of course extend that video if you want a 10-second or a 15-second video, and then once you like the video, you can then download it and then include it into your social media or marketing related campaigns. So
I have a
that's one
question
example.
because I didn't ask. Can we
Sure.
upload an image and have it do this to it within Midjourney,
Yes.
or is it just take
Yes.
Midjourney images?
Yeah, you can also use your own images as a starting point. Yes, it's possible.
That would
But
be
I need
kind of cool.
I need to explore more whether
Yeah.
it'll be able to sort of pick the themes, because in this case it not only has for its own image, it doesn't have just the image, it also has the prompts. So it sort of knows what you are looking for, so it can use both of those. If you just upload an image, it doesn't know the prompt. So
Yeah.
I don't know how good, but that is something
Yeah.
that we can test and cover in one of the future sessions. And then what I was able to do was I was able to take this and then create a small promotion video I wanted to show. So this was then the video created out of that Midjourney example, which I was able to then share on LinkedIn.
So there's no sound, right?
Yeah, so I think there is sound, but because the way I'm connected in the AirPods,
Oh,
you
okay.
won't be able to hear.
Okay.
You won't,
Yeah.
but it's just
Well,
background
either
sound.
that or you can share sound if you want people to hear sound. You can share your sound and sharing.
Oh, is it possible via Zoom?
Yeah, go to the
let's see.
share. Well, on the share,
Okay.
there's the 3 dots to the on more button.
Okay, yeah.
And then you'll see share sound. So you see the 3 dots next to where it says share screen. It's all that bar that you have when you're
Share
sharing.
computer sound. Okay.
There should be 3 dots and then share sound, and it'd be mono, stereo.
Okay. So if I play now, tell me if you hear the sound.
Yep.
Oh, you hear the sound. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let me then play that from the start.
I'm here for you, Manoj.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, I did not know that.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Okay, so this is then the video I was able to create using so it's various small Midjourney videos then put together via another AI tool, which is where then I also added the background sound. it just gives you a flavor of videos that you can then create videos on different themes, and then you put them together for whatever your promotion messages are, your promotion campaign is. So that is one example. If you have Midjourney, then there is this new functionality available, and it's very affordable because it's only at $10 a month, to get professional quality images. And I think even though image functionality is in Copilot, Midjourney is still number one in terms of the quality of the images. That if you want magazine editorial type quality, then still no other AI tool comes close. It's still one of the best AI
Even though
image
you were going to abandon it, now you're going to hang in there for a little bit.
yeah now with this video capability, I think there is enough to at least keep using it. And then the last one I want to share, just sticking with this video theme, because I think video is much better than using images or text in marketing. That Google Gemini is something I've been playing with. So I have a $20 per month account where I pay for Google Gemini. And as part of that, I get 3 videos I can create every day. And this is the best video tool at the moment if you want the complete package. Because with Midjourney, it doesn't create the sound for you. It just creates the visual of the video. So you still have to then take it somewhere else and add the sound. But if you actually want the characters in your video to say something, and then you want the background noise all synchronized, then Google Gemini is the best video tool, which is available, where you can then define the prompts. In this case, this is the prompt. I said that, okay, create a cinematic video of a male boxer sitting alone. And then you can get that character to say something. So in this case, I've added that, okay, this is what I want that character to say in the video. So when I click on play.
In risk management, we talk about preventative controls. These are measures we put in place to stop bad things from happening in the first place.
So it then creates a video at the moment of 8 seconds. So that's the limitation. So then you have to, if you want a longer video, you have to now think of the different scenes. So then I just had different scenes and I created different videos, and then I put them together as one package, which is what this one that I used on, again, for my LinkedIn promotion. So this video was created as collection of smaller videos from Google Gemini.
Generative AI tools can create engaging risk and compliance training videos at a fraction of the cost. Here's an example.
In risk management, we talk about preventative controls. These are measures we put in place to stop bad things from happening in the first place.
Let me show you how that works in my world.
This head guard, it reduces the chance of concussion. I put it on before I step into the ring every time.
My wraps protect my hands, and the gloves protect everyone in the ring. Prevention starts before the first bell.
Because the best way to recover from a hit is to never take it. And that's true inside and outside the ring.
So that's like an example of a small promotion video, which individually then they are like little 8 seconds video, but when you bring it all together, it looks like very close to a good quality video that you can use in for professional promotion and so on, at least for a small business. So that sort of is the best video tool, because I've been waiting for the last 6 months to get these video tools to a level where we can use it for professional purposes. And at least with Google Gemini, we got there. With Midjourney, we're there from if you just want the visuals, then it is good. But if you want the complete package, then Google Gemini definitely is the winner at the moment.
It's
Awesome.
interesting when you walk through this stuff, because it's like if you take out the learning curve, how long do you think it would take someone to put that package together? The last one that we just saw.
Oh, so
Yeah,
for
the learning
that
curve,
one,
yeah.
it took me an hour. So an hour to think of all the ideas. What do I want? Because I was then brainstorming with AI. Hey, this is what I want to say. Now help me create. So it picked this boxer theme, and then it picked various themes. I thought, okay, I like the boxer theme. So just brainstorming with AI. And then I said that, okay, I need a video, but don't give me a script for the whole video, because my tool cannot create a whole video. So break it into 8 seconds, and then it created these different scenes. And then I was able to take that and put it into Google Gemini to create those videos. So that whole thing is an hour of work,
Isn't
which,
that
you know,
crazy? Yeah,
without
and then
AI,
you
it
look
just
at
will
it.
not be possible.
Oh yeah, well you look at it and you're going, okay, what's now possible that wasn't possible before? It was who was it? It's one of the guys on Shark Tank that was on Diary of a CEO. And what he was talking about is this ad campaign that he was doing. It was easily $250,000, if not more, to do all this stuff. Then he recently went to Dubai and they did green screen and they superimposed with AI, created an avatar of him, right? So he did the one investment of time, I can't remember how much it was, but then they could just reproduce and create these other videos because they had his avatar. And he said, it's nuts. I could do tweaking of, yeah, I want to say this and I want to do that. And I'm not retaking, you know, like reshooting what that looks like. I mean, the sky's the limit on what we can do as long as, and I think it also steps into the, um, there's an ethical aspect to it to also, you know, it's not like you're, the feeling people have had cheating, right? It's not like you're cheating, but using what's at play. And I think one of the things that was recently talked about, Matt Wolf was talking about on his, was that there was actually a band that launched and is getting like over 1 million views on, you know, Spotify and, you know, listens and downloads and all that stuff. And it's completely AI generated. The songs, the band, the whole bit. And so he walked through the process of doing that. And part of it is to have awareness that this isn't real people, but it's like the video that you showed, I wouldn't know that that's not real because it was generated based on real people that said, yeah, you can take my image and do this. But it's just an interesting thing to think about as we navigate through possibilities. And then I don't know, it's just an interesting space to be in. What do you guys think?
Yeah, and I think it's the communication, right? Because everything boils down to communication. And that's what these tools open up the possibilities that now I don't need to be good at cinema or camera or all these technical bits. I have an idea, and now I have a tool where it can make my idea real. You know, and I can just sit in front of the computer. I don't have to go and look for site, look for actors, look for
Yeah.
sound editor. So for small businesses, you know, who are always time starved, we just don't have the budget to be able to do these kind of videos. It just opens up so many possibilities now that I'm able to create communication. Yeah, it's AI, but if I'm able to communicate my message, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, totally agree. Craig.
I have a question. I mean, with all the different layers to put a video together, like did Gemini supply like the background music as well as the, you know, the verbal?
Oh, not the background music yet. So it was the character because each video is different, right? So I needed one background music. So that is when in Descript, where I bring everything together, the background music was there. But they provided the character and what the characters were saying. They provided that.
Okay.
So that
Which
layer can happen. Yeah, so you could use CapCut or Descript or Clipchamp, or there's a number of them out there that you're able to step into that space now. Yeah.
Yeah, and Google Gemini right now is the only tool which can do that, which can, you know, you can get a character and get the character to say something based on your whatever message you're trying to communicate.
Yeah. Definitely. I went into, and I know we've talked about Opus Clip before, but I think it's expanding people's awareness on what can be used. So we had done the Copilot training, 3 days of the training. And so I'm like, I wouldn't think training is something that you could market and have sound bites from. But I went into Opus Clip just on day 2 of our training, and I got 10 really good nuggets, sound bites, if you will, clips that we can use that Opus Clip did. And I just think, I know I've got think outside the box or think outside no box required, but it's like challenge your own thinking, right? To say, you know, the tools are out there to say what are the ways I can promote what we do, get those sound bites out there, because the attention that people have is like nanoseconds. And so how do we capture that attention to where there's a movement or we see something different or something going on to promote, to your point, Manoj, you're in the risk space that can, it's not sexy, you know, how do you make it sexy? You know, how do you catch people's attention? And so it's that kind of stuff too, that I think we continue to challenge ourselves and the tools that are out there. They're constantly upping their game because there's so much going on in the background. So much. Yeah. Greg, how about you? I know you've been playing with stuff.
I've been playing with Vocable for the same, you know, the same intention is kind of making my communication a little bit more colorful. So what you know, putting in our information from AICS into Vocable is a bit of a background, and getting some ideas on how to promote us, and then taking that information, putting it into chat to kind of color it up. My personality, I'm a little bit black and white, and so I really appreciate having some extra input in making things just a little bit brighter and getting people's attention and holding it. So that's kind of what I've been playing with a little bit.
Yeah. What do you love about it? Is there something that surprised you, or that you're like, okay, I'm still going to stay in it? Because I know we can play in a lot of different spaces that do a lot of similar things.
What I really appreciate about it is the options. Okay, it like not everything aligns with me. Okay, but I can take 2 or 3 of the 10 options and then use my own input. So I'm still putting my input into this. I'm not relying on AI to do everything for me, but it just gives me that different perception on, okay, I can utilize this because it fits into my own story. And so it just brings some of those things out that we may not have the time to think about, always on our own.
Yeah, I like it. What we also did as part of AICS, so AI Cloud Strategists, is put together like a really quick assessment, if you will, just to see if there's opportunity in your business. Because what we talk about is the promotion, the marketing, all the other stuff, but there's automation and other things that are available. So I'll put a link to that. It's online. We use Copilot for that, built it in Forms so that you can do a quick assessment and a point value to see, hey, is my business, is what I do ripe for automation and what's going on? If you have questions about that, we're here to support you. We're playing in a fun space. We're also here to support you with other stuff as well. We also have another training coming up of Copilot, so I'm excited about that with Cambria Crumbs, and that'll be in August. We're also going to be doing a free webinar in July, so more to come on that. So we'll give you information on that as well. I appreciate time in the room with you both, and until next time, this is AIBecause, and have a frickin' awesome day. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks.